everybody, it's Seth with Amped Electric Games. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona on the first leg of my trip to meet with all of the VIPs of the Amped Electric Games. The first VIP that I'm going to be meeting with is LivForEUC. To ask her some questions and just to get to know her a little bit better. So that was a little bit of riding footage of LivForEUC. If you'd like to see more about LivForEUC, go ahead and click on the link there in the upper right-hand corner. So would you consider yourself like an athletic type of person before you picked up?
Absolutely not. I mean, I've snowboarded for 15 plus years, but by no means a good snowboarder. I mean, I can't even toe side. I can just feather my way down a mountain peacefully, kind of thing. Just very klutzy. I mean, I did yoga for exercise, but not a sporty person by any means.
Oh, okay. So as far as coming from no athletic, would you say that it does take some athleticism to ride EUC stuff?
Absolutely. I would say that the balance and core usage and stuff, it reminds me of muscles I would use in like yoga practice. And I think that it has become like a fitness thing for me as well as just being a cruising thing that I enjoy to do.
Okay. I would think that the mental kind of hurdle would be too. I mean, getting onto something that's self-balancing like that, I mean, was that really difficult for you to kind of get over that?
Absolutely. I was terrified. I, like once I took a couple hits in the ankle, I was really thinking that this was not something I was really going to be capable of doing, or would I enjoy doing this? Am I going to be stressing out like about being able to ride it like the way I would a snowboard? I didn't realize how much of just second nature it would become.
Awesome. That is so cool. It's really wild to me to just talk to people and hear them overcome their fears. I imagine that must have made you feel really good inside when you did that.
Yeah. It made me feel really cool. I'm like, wow, look, I can actually do this. Not something that, you know, like I really thought I was going to be able to do, or not be great at, but be good at, and have fun while doing it. I mean, I did sports growing up and stuff, and it was like, you know, the pressure of you do things like you go and you try baseball or whatever and that kind of thing, and so to me doing activities like that is like, all right, it's a tolerable, it's like I'm tolerating hiking. It's enjoyable, but I'm tolerating this. It's like, this is something that I don't tolerate it, I breathe it. It's like it's a part of my life now.
Okay. And I would think that like riding a unicycle would be more of a solo thing. Do you find that you're spending more of your time alone doing that, or how does that work?
Me personally, I'm not a big solo rider. If I'm out on like my V8F and just like practicing spins or dancing or like kind of just flowing with some music, then that's by myself. But when I'm out riding on a bigger unicycle, I'd rather be with people. To me, it's about the community and having people to go do something together with, and I love taking pictures and having memories and that kind of thing is something I've always done. So having more people around that I can have photos of and take photos of and share those things, that's what's fun to me, is getting to share all that with everybody.
So it sounds like there's quite a community aspect to this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are people who just like to do their cruising and are solo riders and don't like want to be a part of like the bigger community, and that's totally fine. But then there are a lot of people out there that enjoy sharing passions with other people and having, you know, we have different machines to talk about, different accessories to talk about. We're all different riders in general. It doesn't matter if we're riding the same wheel, using the same things. We're all a little different as we ride and how we ride. And so I love just being able to talk to people about it. It's like, we're like a family. We all love this thing together.
Imagine that there's movement and stuff like that. I wouldn't think like of like a cardiac type of a level of workout. Do you feel like you do it sometimes get like?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I like dance a lot when I ride.
Okay.
So I'll
okay.
like be blasting some tunes and just be cruising and getting down, and it's like I'll squat down, I'll jump up, I'll be throwing my arms around, bobbing around, and so I mean, like, dancing is a workout. Dancing going 25 miles per hour on a wheel is definitely a workout.
Yeah, I mean, I guess some people, I've seen people on electric unicycles and they just kind of stand there and go by as you watch them, and then there's people like you that actually do something active, and I think that that's really cool. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, everybody rides how they want to ride. Some people want to cruise. I mean, sometimes when I'm driving in my car, I don't have any sound playing. I'm just listening to the wind. And it's the same on my wheel. Sometimes I'm just cruising and relaxing and just kind of like meditating and listening to nature as I ride by. And sometimes I'm rocking out.
Okay, so that meditation, is that what you would say would drive you, or is that why you ride, or what is it that, why do you pick up the wheel and get on it every day?
It's because it's fun.
Okay.
It feels good. It's like being free. It's just like, yeah, driving a car is fun. I've had a convertible. It was great. But there's just something about a device that really becomes an extension of you. It's like, this is not like, sometimes I don't even feel like I'm riding. I'm just flowing. And like the wheel is part of me. And it's just like us together is one thing. And that's why I pick it up every day, because of that connectivity I feel to this device that lets me zoom around in my world in a way that I couldn't do without it.
I mean, the way you describe it, it sounds almost like you're like a superhero or something. Is that how it feels?
I don't know, like so much about feeling like a superhero.
Are you out there fighting crime by night?
No.
Or is there a closet here with a costume or a cape?
Don't tell people, okay?
Oh shoot.
But no.
I won't tell anybody.
It's just to ride and to not have, like, I guess, boundaries. I mean, it's got to be like really what like a hardcore skier or snowboard feels like, going down the mountain. Like you're just free. You're with like maybe nature, trees on a path. And I mean, like we go on the street and stuff like that. Not as much around here. We tend to stick to the paths because it's just nice to be able to go at a speed, to have the freedom of your arms, to move around if you want. It just feels good. I just like it because it feels good.
And you could carry a burrito and a latte at the same time.
I've actually eaten a sushi burrito and rode at the same time. I was starving. We were getting ready to go for a group ride, and I'm like, I have to eat something. And so I'm just like riding and just smashing food, and people are staring at me, this girl going by, and I'm just like smashing a burrito basically into my face.
That is awesome. That must have been quite a spectacle.
Like, I don't care if it gets all over. I got to make my group ride, but I'm hungry.
So these paths that you ride on, are those mainly like a paved paths that is that what you typically like to ride?
I like to ride all paths, all terrains. I actually prefer dirt, not crazy hardcore trails, but anything that gives you a little slip underneath your tire, gets you a little squirrely, maybe some sand patches.
Excitement.
Yeah, it gets the heart
Danger?
pumping. Just a little bit of danger, just a little bit of danger. I don't like to go too crazy. I don't want to get hurt too bad.
I think that sounds just harrowing, for one thing. Have you ever had any bad accidents or anything?
I've had a couple like decent, I would say, accidents. I fell and dumb things that I did myself. I put my sunglasses in my pocket in between my cell phone and my leg. I was wearing leggings, and total stupid thing, told myself, don't leave those there for a long time. I slipped in some dirt. I went down on my side. I have a scar on my hip now because my sunglasses broke and went into my leg. I've fallen at the skate park onto my butt before I wore my armor. And I got a nice big bruise there. And I've definitely hit a wall going pretty fast.
Wow.
Because I misjudged how quickly I could take a turn. So a lot of like user mistakes, pretty much, and misjudging my own skill level before I could do something. So definitely something I take into consideration now, and why I wear all the safety gear that I wear.
So empty your pockets is the...
Empty your pockets. Don't leave anything in your pockets. Wear armor, tailbone protector at the minimum. Absolutely. I don't know how many times that thing has saved me from having not so nice of a time for the next few months.
Well, it's been great to talk to you and learn a little bit more about you, and I can't wait to ride with you at the Amped Electric Games as well.
I'm so excited. It's
Awesome.
gonna be so fun.
Cool. Thank you.
Party!